the trash. There's like a little alley and there's like a gate.
What is up, guys? Another Monday, another beautiful Monday. Welcome to the Alpha Dynasty Project. Here we are, another Monday. It's an amazing one. I am Mario, the one and only Mario, along with the beautiful
Su amiga Isis Manriquez.
and the one and only
Su amigo, Eddie Dorado.
Eddie the Don Dorado.
That's right.
And today we have a very special guest. Somebody's going to be talking to us about something that's extremely important, especially during the holidays, guys.
Sí.
Para todos compras que están con el crédito hecho madre y todo.
No more
Today's
Best Buy.
today is a day that you got to pay attention for all the business owners. Everybody out there is trying to get your finances right and get your loans right. Mm-hmm. Today's the episode for you. So let's go ahead and start off and introduce. Well, I'll let him introduce himself and tell us a little bit about himself. Go ahead, my brother. Welcome to the Alpha Dynasty, man.
Welcome.
Thank you, brother. So my name is Elias. I've been doing credit for 8 years. I've helped businesses. I've helped consumers. I've been in finance for about 15 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when I started in collections. So I was a collector.
So you were the guy that nobody wanted to talk to. God
todo
damn
mundo
it.
odia.
Yo era
The enemy has arrived.
No wonder got you blocked.
Damn. I knew I recognized that voice from somewhere.
That's how Eddie's
La
number.
puerta, la puerta. No, pero ahora hoy no lo tenemos
Nah.
así. Hoy lo
I'm
tenemos
blocking.
como,
I'm blocking,
como
guys.
la
It's gonna help
persona
you.
que nos va a educar, nos va a enseñar cómo mejorar nuestro crédito para poder comprar un refrigerador.
Una estufa.
Una estufa.
No, para mí unos calcetines,
Unos
mínimo.
calcetines, calzoncitos.
Yeah, algo.
Damn. So,
Una
bro,
casita, una casa, claro.
bro, I'm going to act a fool a little bit. You were the freaking enemy?
I
God
was.
damn.
It gets worse. It gets worse. Guys.
It gets worse.
Oh, worse than that?
It gets
A
worse.
ver, let him get
Hold
into
on.
the story.
Yeah.
All right.
I used to repo cars too.
Holy shit. I know I knew you. Damn.
Where's my Honda?
Ese sí es el que odiamos todos, ¿eh?
Where the
En
hell
serio,
is my
literal.
Tahoe? I need my Tahoe back, dude. What
Which
the
one's yours?
hell?
Which one's yours?
Ah, el Audi.
There's a story.
O sea, no, déjales cuento una historia rapidito, ¿no?
A ver.
No es que no lo pagué, es que me lo quitaron.
En serio, no, literal.
Bruh.
Fui a una alfombra roja en Hollywood, ¿no?
Yeah.
Y cuando salgo del evento, o sea, en mi coche,
Oh,
No.
pero no fue porque no
Era
lo
rico.
pagué, sino que... No
me lo pagaron.
O sea,
Yo
no me lo
también.
pagaron. No, es
Yo
cierto.
también I parked in the wrong place.
No, es en serio, no, te odiamos.
yeah.
But
No,
I
but-
redeemed myself.
But welcome to the club.
Now-
yeah, so
Pero
he,
bienvenido al Alfa.
yeah, he came out of the dark
Ahora
side.
tenemos como el chico bueno.
Look, so
Yes.
my question was gonna be, how in the blue hell did you end up
De
getting
ser el
into
malo,
credit repair?
entras al
No,
malo.
I don't know about that past, but how did you get into the credit repair? Now I know. Redeeming yourself for all the bad crap you did to everybody, man.
I'm trying. You know,
Pobre señorita, ya la señora con sus 3 hijos y le quitó el carro.
Tengo una historia de eso.
Es que
Please share.
Tengo una historia. So I started in collections. I used to collect personal loans. So people would come, get a personal loan, $5,000, y no pagaban. So
Do it.
I would actually go in person to the people's
Ay,
house.
no,
Oh.
qué
Me
triste.
mandaban.
Copel.
Mira,
No, a mí, en serio, a mí nunca
and
me
he
pasó nada de
and he
eso.
looks like such a nice guy. He's like the one. Señora debe. Señora debe.
Señora.
Abra fuerte que esté
La
dentro.
estufa, me lo doy yo.
Damn, that's
Ay, qué horror.
crazy.
O sea, tú eres ese chico que todos le tenemos miedo y no queremos abrir la puerta y nos escondemos.
Ese era yo.
Ay, gente, no. Es que
Damn.
en serio, no puedo con estos.
De allí, so I did that for 3 years, 4 years almost. De allí me fui a auto loans, and that's how I got into collecting for auto payments. So people were late, se pasaban 2-3 meses, y pues no pagaban. So I had to, we had to go repo the car.
My
I'm
God.
gonna ask a question. Just because I've heard. No, is it true that most of the repos happen like after tax season? Like when everybody starts getting their returns back, and I got tax people here laughing. They get that big old refund, whatever, right? And instead of spending it on something proper, they go buy a freaking car that they can't. Is it true that the
3
repos
months
happen
later.
more like in like I don't know, like
In the
July,
summer.
August?
In the summer.
Huh?
Yeah, in the
En
summer.
el verano.
Damn, so it is true.
Ay,
God
qué
damn it.
tristeza. Es cuando nos vamos de vacaciones familiar.
Y
oyes,
les bajan el
y
carro.
sin coche.
Es que compraban carros que no. they
Se
couldn't
le sacó
afford.
refund y ni modo.
Damn, so it's like, hey, you know what? I got freaking $6,000. Let me go get me a freaking Charger. 3 months later, that Charger's
It was
gonzo.
always a challenger, always a Honda Accord y una troca. Those three were the main ones.
Troca.
Damn.
Que si quema cut.
Si quema.
Si quema
Hey.
cut.
That is
Came
insane.
all the way to the
I know.
yard.
Bro, what the... Okay. How? How did you get into this business, bro? Like, what the hell?
So I don't know. Like I got into it. I got the personal.
Necesitaba jale, güey, porque habían repo car.
Sabes que I needed it. I actually needed to change jobs. I moved to the valley,
Yeah.
so I lived in downtown LA.
Okay.
Pico Union,
All right.
and the personal loans job was like a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
Then I moved to the valley because I couldn't do that commute anymore. The Reseda
Yeah.
hasta downtown.
Damn.
Me mataba.
Oye, es que intenso, en serio, tu trabajo, porque te ves así como que muy lindo, muy buena onda.
Yeah.
Sí,
En
so-
serio, ¿por qué decidiste este trabajo?
'Cause he got his car
¿por qué
repoed.
empezaste así?
Actually, I didn't choose it.
Solo necesitabas
It chose me.
chamba.
Wow.
Ay, no, qué horror.
Yeah, that's what I always say. Te digo, all industries are the same.
See?
My industry
telling
didn't
you.
choose me. I mean, I didn't choose it. It chose me. Repo chose him.
It was an opportunity. Y me fui, me metí. And
Pero era porque necesitabas la chamba o porque realmente era la tuyo, así como
sí,
que...
me gustaba. Not to repo cars.
Pero
I
¿qué
mean,
es lo que te gustaba?
Don't be
Joder a la
lying, don't be
gente, saber que
lying.
ibas a ir a quitar los coches y así.
No, I would help people. I would actually try to help people para que we wouldn't repo it.
Gente, no escuchen eso en sus casitas, ¿eh? Por
So,
favor,
en pocas
ignórenlo.
palabras, look, tax season's coming for all the tax experts that are out here. Tax season's, don't waste your money, guys, when you get that refund. Don't buy a car. Guys like this one's going to repo your shit. So don't do it.
No, ya no está ahí.
No,
está
he's not
ahora-
anymore.
ahora
But I
está
say
para
guys
ayudar a la
like him.
gente.
Sí.
Now,
Todavía hay.
he came out of the dark side into the light.
Yes.
I actually repoed
become a
the
Jedi.
old manager's car.
Oh,
Pero yo ni sabía.
that is...
Yo ni sabía.
Was that sweet though? Like bullshit aside, was that like a sweet? Like, damn, yeah, you
No,
gonna fire
she
my
was
ass.
pretty
I'm gonna
nice.
take
She
your
was pretty
shit.
nice.
All right, my
Yo ni
bad.
sabía. I was going down the list, ¿verdad? And then I saw her name. Y dije, no, ¿es ella? Le llamé y me contestó y me dice, Elias, ¿cómo es? We had a 5-minute conversation.
Damn.
And after that, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not saying her name. But
Don't say your name.
no, I'm sorry, I'm calling from so-and-so y pues, we're going to have to pick up your car. And it took a minute. She's like, ¿qué? ¿Cómo? I'm like, I'm sorry.
Ay, no,
Y se lo
Teo,
recogí.
yo creo que Teo va a odiar para todo el resto de su vida.
We're still friends, though. We're still friends.
Ah, bueno, entonces ya.
All I gotta say is watch your back, bro. I want to get drunk around her or nothing.
Y somos mujeres, ¿eh?
Yes.
Cuidado.
That's
Mucho
crazy.
con
Look, just a little bit of context on that, right? I actually with the security guards. I used to be a security guard back in the heyday. Back in the day. I was young,
Back in the day.
and they send us out with a repo crew because they needed security protection. I was like, bro, what the hell?
Hell no.
Yeah, do that again, bro. I want to hear that one.
Oh, hell no.
Anyway.
No, I would hear stories. They would.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. Because I'm like,
Absolutely.
God damn. I'm like, why do they need security to repo cars?
I would tell
Because they were
them.
repoing like Watts, Compton,
Yeah.
South Central. You get shot over there trying to repo a car.
Lo padre de todo esto es que esto es pasado y
Sí,
ahora
no,
está
sí,
como
sí,
el
sí.
chico bueno
Sí.
que viene a ayudar a toda nuestra gente allá, los Alpha Family allá en sus casitas,
A
los
ver,
que
pues,
necesiten
talk to us,
arreglar
Elias.
su
Tell
crédito.
us how you
por
gonna
favor,
help us.
guíanos.
How you gonna redeem
So,
yourself?
El
yes,
micrófono todo tuyo.
And where's my Dodge Dart?
my Tahoe. That Tahoe
Mi
had
Ari.
24-inch rims, bro.
Tax
Just
season's
saying.
coming. Tax season's coming.
Ay, no.
I'll get
no,
another
no,
one.
No,
igual
so-
es
so-
X, pero-
A ver.
So where'd you get into this? All right, so you're working in the dark side for a while.
Yeah.
You're doing your thing. You're enjoying everything about it, which I'm sure you were. And then you decide, where does that spark come? ¿Sabes qué? I'm gonna start repairing credit. I'm gonna start helping.
It was there. When I worked in the auto, me pusieron in the credit department. So because they were getting so many disputes, they needed somebody to handle all the letters. So there was letters coming in todos los días, and they didn't know what to do with them. So the way it works is when you get a car, let's say Honda, Toyota, or Wells Fargo, they would report it to the credit bureaus once a month. Pero, por decir, let's say we do repo it, and you don't want it on your credit anymore, then people would hire credit repair companies to delete it. And then todas esas cartas, all those letters, they would come in, and then I would manage them. And that's how I understood about credit. So I got into the credit department, we were reporting the credit, we were fighting, the collections.
What were you doing when you received those letters? What were you doing? What kind of work?
We were basically validating that the debt was right because people were trying to delete the collection.
Oh, okay.
And that's when I realized, okay, this is an industry. This, people are trying to better themselves. Something bad happened. They got into a repo, but now they're, it's been a year, it's been 2 years. Now
So de ser el malo, de repente te vas al equipo de los chicos buenos que quieren ayudar, que quieren aportar,
sí.
ayudar a la gente.
Y ya de allí, I reached out to a good friend of mine that his brother started a credit repair business, and de allí comenzamos a hablar, and I basically started learning the business. Well, people need help, so then that's where I started. I started doing it myself at work, and then I just started helping people around me. At first, it was just helping. Primero me ayudé yo mismo because I had a few collections.
Oh, mira. Vámonos,
See? I had to put it to the
look at
test.
that.
Yeah.
He was a man from Rena Center.
La práctica, ¿verdad?
Pero ya de allí, I began to help people around me, amigos, friends of friends, and de allí, I started the business. Then COVID happened, and people just wanted to repair their credit. It just blew up. I did go to school.
During COVID, though?
Because
Nobody was working.
Pero pues todos los pagos atrasados.
No, all this free money.
No,
All
pero
the
todo el
free
mundo
money.
estaba recibiendo mucho dinero.
That is
¿no?
insane, though.
Pero nadie quería pagar, ese dinero lo
Sí.
queríamos para mantenerlo nosotros.
No, estaban pagando. They went out and got new cars, and then they were fixing their credit, because there was a lot of people that I knew that were spending their stimulus. Me lo agarraban, y ya mañana, boom, en otro, boom, they would go and do this, they would do this. So I got a lot of calls during 2020, and yeah, that's how I began to help people more and more. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing because no todos tenemos perfect credit, and I feel like como nos criamos, como Latinos, our parents didn't really know about credit.
It was all cash.
Todo era cash.
No, no nos enseñan, sí.
Yeah.
My dad, till this day, todo cash. I helped him build his credit porque when I was 22, I needed a new car. Right? I need a new car, and I le llamé.
Cosign.
I'm like, hey, Dad, I don't have credit. I need a cosigner.
Yeah.
And I remember que he was like, I don't know. Pero he did. He cosigned.
Pero es el miedo como de meterte a la deuda, ¿no?
Es
Perdón.
And
Tener
the
una
last-
deuda de $20,000
Mhm.
y después porque no sabes en realidad qué es lo que va a pasar el mañana.
Exactamente.
Pues sí.
So eso es lo que es. Yo pienso que en la comunidad latina es un miedo. That you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I mean, it's not our parents' fault. They tried their best.
Sí, porque...
Yeah, because they didn't know either. Tampoco. They,
Que en México no había crédito. No había Coppel
Ay,
todavía.
no.
Mi abuela dice, yo te doy una gallina y tú me dabas algo.
Ándale.
Todo
So-
efectivo,
so-
¿no?
Nada de fiado.
So, given that you're talking about credit and bad credit and everything, and let's get into the nitty gritty of this, bro. You get into this, obviously, it's you do it helping people.
Yes.
What's the worst thing you've seen? What's like the one that got you saying like, God damn, bro, what the hell did you do? You know what I mean? Like, what to get that? What do you have? Like, freaking, was it a 200? A 150 FICO?
Negative
Like,
100.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Negro, ¿no?
-3. Vámonos, que.
Yo tengo otra
Your
pregunta.
children's
¿Cuál
children.
es el mejor score? ¿Qué es lo máximo que puedes tener en
850. So credit runs from 300 credit score. Es lo más bajo que puedes tener.
Ah,
300. And it runs all the way to 850.
300?
300 is the lowest.
So de 300
I got a
a
285.
250.
Be like, I got 175. What can I do with that?
Me fregaste.
God damn.
¿Y qué es lo que tiene que empezar con una gente que tenga el crédito así muy bajo? ¿Qué es lo que tiene, o sea, qué es lo primero que tiene que hacer? Llamarte, obvio.
No.
Llamarte, pero, o sea,
Llamar,
aparte de eso,
pero-
¿qué es lo que tiene que hacer como para mejorar su crédito?
Para mejor, so todo depende en lo que tienes. First thing you need to do is you need to run your credit.
Yeah.
And most people don't know how to do that. I mean, they'll probably do like Credit Karma.
Yeah.
And Credit Karma is okay. ¿Verdad? Te da un número. But you want to run your credit and you want to analyze it. You want to see what's there. You
Yeah.
know? Is it collections? Is it a charge-off? Bankruptcy? Late payments? ¿Qué es lo que tienes? Ya de allí is where you start to build up credit. So crédito es crédito. You need credit.
But now tell us, I know there's like a credit that you could get like once a year, right?
Annual credit.
Like the annual credit report?
Yes. During COVID, it's now free once a week.
Once a week?
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
Really?
Getting it right now.
Okay. So,
And I was gonna bring that up.
yes, you got to give us information. Like, I thought it was once a year, bro.
No.
What?
It was before COVID. It was
Once
now,
a week? No,
Now
I
you
mean-
can check your credit once a week for free.
Yeah, we need websites. We need like freaking passwords. We need everything, bro. Damn, that's crazy. So, I mean, there's no excuse technically what you're saying. There's no excuse to have messed up credit.
No.
Moving forward from today, that you heard it here first, from today, you better start working on your credit.
Yep.
Dale! Dale!
The website.
I like that one, bro.
The website is annualcreditreport.com.
Annualcreditreport.com. And we're gonna put it down, and that's I'm talking to my producer over there. Jonathan, we got to make sure that we put it down.
Annual credit. So run your credit. You want to see what's on there because this is a real statistic. 80% of what's on your credit, if it's negative, even if it's not negative, it's wrong. 80%.
I knew it. I knew it.
I mean, like, I knew I had to have an 850. I don't know why I have it. I don't know why I have a
I
300.
know, right? I knew it.
I freaking knew it. I'm telling you, there's all those mistakes.
Interesante.
But can you return my Dodge?
Y me abre-
Damn. So this is so then they could get it weekly.
You can get it for free once a week. It'll give you. I'll ask you a few questions, right, for you to get in, and you can get your free credit report once a week.
Dang.
So I tell people like you should go in there and you should see what's on your credit, what's negative, and the only way for you on your own to build credit is you need to manage your credit.
But give us an example. Like say somebody that doesn't want to contact you, somebody else. Let's share a couple of golden nuggets. Obviously, I'm not trying to have you share your business.
No, yeah.
But let's share a couple of golden nuggets, right? Somebody gets this information, says they could go weekly. What would you recommend that specific person does on their own without calling you first, right? Like if they needed to do something on their own, what do you recommend they do?
This is the number one thing that people have bad credit for, and that's credit card utilization.
Right.
They max out their credit cards. The last thing that you want is to max out your credit cards. So mucha gente piensa que if I use all my cards and I use them all, my credit will go up. No, that's not true.
Right.
If you max out your credit cards, you're considered high risk, and the banks won't trust you, and that's why your credit sinks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there any other way of the credit sinking? Like even because I heard this. I don't know if it's true or not, but if you pay off your loans a lot faster, your credit gets dinged. You would think that if I pay it faster, my credit's gonna go up because I'm paying it faster.
No, pues
But
sí,
they
no.
ding you,
They
No.
ding you. Yeah.
so you get bad credit for doing that.
Yes. So
That's
it's I mean it's a business.
Yeah, you're not making the
I
money.
know.
damn.
So you need
castiga.
debt.
So I'm messing with their money, their interest. I'm playing with their money.
So this is how it works.
Damn.
So there, I brought a few examples.
Do it, brother. Do it. Show us examples or give us examples.
Your credit is based off of 5 things. The first is payment history, right? What that means is I have 3 credit cards y cada una es $10,000, ¿verdad? Por decir. You have 30,000, and you've had a good track record for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. That's going to be positive because you need history. So por decir, si no tienes crédito, even if you have 3 credit cards tomorrow, your credit won't jump up right away. You need to wait. Va a durar tiempo. As long as you have positive credit history, todo va a estar bien. No late payments, no maxing them out. Y así es como el crédito va a subir. Eso es lo primero, eso es lo más grande. 35% of your credit is payment history.
Damn.
If you have 1 late payment, el crédito baja por 50 a 80 puntos.
God damn.
Just 1 late
No
payment.
wonder I got a 150.
Yes, that's what happens. If you have 1 late payment, your credit drops by 50, 80 points.
And then you make that payment like double with the late payment,
Yeah.
and it goes up by 2 points.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It'll go up by like 10 points. So eso te va a afectar. So you want to take care of your payment history. You don't want to have late payments. Let me explain what the late payment is. No es if your payment is due tomorrow and you pay next week, that's not late. It's 30 days. If your payment is due on the 1st and you pay it the next month, you don't pay in the month, then it's considered late.
Oh, so if you pay within the month, you're good.
Durante el
Entonces,
mes.
Durante el mes. Within 30 days of when
O
it's
sea que
due.
tenemos
30 days
30
are late.
días después del
Buncana.
So they don't tell you that though.
Cuando el pago
Due date, ¿no?
el
Que le
due
llaman.
date, el due date.
o sea, 30 días después para hacer el pago para que no se considere malo en tu crédito.
Exacto.
O sea, después de los 30 días, gente, escuchen esto, después de los 30 días
Yeah,
del due date,
but pay it on time, though.
So, ese
arruinar tu crédito.
ese crédito de 300 que agarraron ahí es porque no pagaban en 30 días, en 60 días, 90 días. No pagaron. That's bottom line, valió madre eso.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Damn.
people que tienen 5, 6 credit cards y en cada una tienen como late payments, like cada mes. And I mean, that credit just sinks right away.
Damn.
So you want to take care of your payment history, eso es lo primero. Y si alguien me dice, pues, si ya tengo tardes pagos, ¿qué puedo hacer?
Yeah.
You need to just be patient. Y de hoy en adelante, pagar a tiempo. And then your credit will go up. Sí lo vas a ver, poco a poquito, pero it will go up.
But this is another question that I have for you, bro.
Yeah.
And this is something that
Creo que todos tenemos preguntas.
sí, no, yeah, no, sí, es que
Interesante.
I know there was
credit cards.
there was a, no, like
Eso
on that
que
end,
aquí en Estados
on that end that
Unidos
you're
es tan
saying,
importante, ¿verdad?
si no pagas, si no pagas, like they're late, right? Catch up. Some people are like late, like 2 months, let's just say, right? And they just say, you know what, screw it, I'm just not gonna pay it, right? Their credit tanks because it's tanking anyways.
100%.
But then their
Right.
credit starts elevating within a couple of months or whatever to a point where they get another credit card or they get a freaking loan and then their credit starts going back up. Like that's obviously that's a risky way of doing it because it's not going to work long term.
Usually, if you stop paying it, a credit card, they'll charge it off, la cierra, and then it'll be hard to get another credit card. You could get another credit card, but it's called a secured credit card.
Ponle feria, güey.
Donde tú pones tu depósito y te la dan. So you don't want to wait till you have to get
Yeah.
secured credit cards. But if you are there, I mean, that's the way to build credit. So payment history, lo más importante. De allí is credit utilization. ¿Cuánto vas a hacer crédito? And that's what I was saying earlier. You don't want to max out your credit cards. And if you do, you want to lower down the debt. Y eso the number one thing that I share with people. Because vienen y me dicen, I have bad credit, ¿qué hago? I check their credit, and todas las tarjetas maxed out. Tienen como 10, 15 mil dólares de deuda.
Damn.
So, les digo, es el problema. Tienen que pagar. And yes, as soon as they start dropping the debt, están pagando la tarjeta, el crédito comienza a subir. So, eso
Wow.
lo segundo. Lo tercero
Yeah.
es length of history. ¿Cuánto tiempo has tenido tu crédito?
O sea, con el crédito o mal crédito.
Yeah.
Como yo de 18 años que apenas estoy empezando mi crédito.
Como antier.
Sí.
O literal como entiendes.
Sí, es que antier apliqué para mi primer tarjeta de crédito.
Sí.
No, 18 años, pues, ¿qué hago?
Yeah.
Pobrecito.
Y eso es lo tercero, like credit history, le llaman credit history, la historia de tu crédito, ¿verdad? ¿Cuánto? El average, ¿verdad? Tienes un año de average, 2, 3. El crédito, los créditos quieren ver mínimo 7 años, so they can consider you like, trustworthy. Y ese es el mix. So, cada category tiene su porcentaje that goes towards your credit. Payment history is 35% of your credit. The usage of your credit is another 30%. Y ahorita, length of history is 15%. That is in your credit. El cuarto es credit mix. Y mucha gente no sabe de esto. Credit mix. Quiere decir, you have one type of credit, que son tarjetas de crédito, and then you get a loan. That's a mix, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
So now you have different kinds of credits. You have
Wow.
a car loan, you have a personal loan, you have credit cards, you have a mortgage, ¿verdad? Cuando tienes un mix, the banks love that. Porque they can trust you. They say, you know what, Eddie,
Eres confiable.
eres confiable.
Podemos confiar en ti.
Eddie,
porque tienes esto y
Con
tienes
ese
otro.
150 no te confío ni.
Luego con esta carita, ¿cómo no van a confiar?
Wow.
Y ya lo último es
Con el guapo de la casa.
¿verdad?
Yeah.
Sí, dicen, tú estás guapo, I'll give you credit.
Sí,
Yeah.
$5.
Qué interesante, yo no sabía eso.
And what's the last
Y
one?
ya lo último es new credit. ¿Cuánto crédito tienes? Like new credit. So the banks don't want to see you applying for credit cards cada mes. Because they'll begin to deny you. Your risk. Van a decir, ¿por qué quiere tanto dinero cada mes? Something must be off. Maybe perdió su trabajo y necesita más crédito, so they will stop you because you won't be able to pay them back.
Yeah.
So you want to apply for new credit every year. You can apply once a year, and that'll be okay. Una vez al año, you put an inquiry on your credit, and that's good. That's good credit mix. So there's really no secret to building credit fast. Anybody
Yeah.
that says there's a secret, there's no secret.
Yeah, because I mean, credit takes time, right?
Takes time.
It's a waiting game with credit. It's a back and forth type of thing. Even with okay, let's get into this.
What?
Somebody contacts you. I'm sorry, but
No.
I'm just let me ask this
go
one real
ahead,
quick.
go ahead.
Somebody contacts you. How fast can they realistically expect for you to fix their credit? So, like, say I'm trying to buy a house, and I'm like, you know what, bro? Like, I'm trying to buy a house. How fast can you help me fix my credit so I can buy the house? The money's not an issue. I got the money.
Yeah.
Everything's not an issue. I made some mistakes in the
tu
past.
crédito bien
Pero mi
jodido.
crédito está a 25.
Jodido.
Y lo necesito arreglar. What do I do then?
Asking
Like,
for
how
friend.
fast can
And actually, I get a lot of people. That's actually the main calls that I get.
okay.
I'm
So,
about to buy a car or a house. Eso, 90% of the people que me llaman quieren casa o quieren carro.
ya se puso serio.
You waited too long, buddy.
Yeah. Pero la realidad es, when you are working on fixing your credit, si tienes colecciones, bankruptcies, tenemos que ver, pues,
Depende, ¿verdad?
depende lo que es. And I think I shared this with Eddie last week, que we helped someone, or not personally me, it was a partner that I work with, that he deals with the high-end, like, bankruptcy, student loans, cosas grandes que we need to remove. This is all just basically telling the credit bureaus, hey, you're reporting this wrong. I did file bankruptcy, but I'm not saying que no, pero you're doing it wrong. Todo lo que estás poniendo en mi crédito está mal. And that's what we dispute. Encontramos los errores que the credit bureaus are putting on your credit. They may say, Eddie, la bancarrota era de $1 million, pero in reality it was 100,000. You know, so that's an error. You did file bankruptcy, pero es el error. And that's what we fight.
But they also, and then this is something that I've heard too, that credit, or not credit card, I guess collection agencies or whatever, they actually would utilize like tactics. They'll send stuff out to your credit and then you dispute it, right? But then they'll put something else and be like, because I guess there's fines or something, like they could get fined if they report something wrong, or
Yes.
but then they'll say, oh, it was our mistake, and then they'll take it off. But then they'll put something else. They'll try to continue fighting it, like putting negative stuff on there, and that's what you guys do, right?
The only time that happens, because only big banks do that, like Wells Fargo, Capital One, por decir, if we fight it and we do get it removed, consider the major banks, they do fight back. Y van a decir, no, pues okay, aquí está the correct amount. So that's what we just keep working to find errors. And the reason why there's 80% errors on your credit is porque no tienen gente. Like, the credit bureaus don't have enough people to analyze what the banks are sending them. So, see, Bank of America les manda your file and says, I need you to report this. Okay, they'll just report it, but they're not verifying what they're reporting. So because of that, there's so many errors on people's credit.
Damn.
Yesterday, I was looking at a credit report for a customer of mine, and he has a repo. But a repo on one credit says closed, repossession, and then another credit bureau says open, owes $2,000. So it's like, well, what's wrong here? You know, in one credit, it's reporting that it's repo, and then in another credit, because there's 3 credit bureaus.
Sí, hay tres, ¿verdad?
Yeah, major credit bureaus. Experian,
And that's not credit.
TransUnion,
It's not Credit Karma.
and Equifax.
Right.
And those are the 3 that the banks go with. Pero again, 80% of the information that they put on your credit, it has an error. And that's what we dispute on your behalf. But it is something that people can do, right? I always tell people, if you want to do it, you can do it. You just have to download your credit, look at your credit report, and look at what's being put there. ¿Qué pusieron? Pusieron colecciones, pusieron a repo, you know, if you filed bankruptcy, how did they put it?
So easily you could say that you can actually increase their credit score by 80% because
Yes.
there's 80% is incorrect.
There's a chance, yeah.
That's a chance.
But how
Bigger
long does it
chance.
take to increase that?
It could
Like
be-
on an average, I mean,
An
because I know
average.
everybody's different, but like in an
Everyone's
average,
different. An average credit file, I would say between 3 and 6 months.
3 and 6 months.
3 and
Okay.
6
3 and
months.
6 months on average.
We're going Christmas shopping next year.
Ay, no.
So 3 and 6 months y está listo para comprar casa.
Yeah. Y el ejemplo que le di a Eddie last week, I believe so, I think I told you, the partner that I work with, he was able to dispute a bankruptcy that was being reported wrong.
Right.
And in one day, it was deleted.
Yeah.
They disputed it on Wednesday. By Thursday, it was deleted from the credit.
Oh, wow.
So it just shows, like, again, the errors. So that to all of us was like the fastest we've seen. So we don't promise people in one day.
Yeah.
But it's different timings. So it could be anywhere from 3 to 6 months of us helping people
Para mejorarlo.
para mejorar el crédito.
Tengo una pregunta. Si se van a bancarrota, o sea, como qué tanto tiempo, cuál es el lapso de tiempo para mejorarlo después de la bancarrota, que se declara bancarrota.
Si no haces nada.
¿En cuánto tiempo puedes empezar otra
10
vez?
años.
Ay, no, ¿en serio?
Sí. Si no haces nada.
If you don't get it removed.
If you don't get it removed, if you don't work on trying to get it removed, it will stay on your credit.
Pero sí pueden hacer eso ustedes.
Sí.
Ah, ok.
De nuevo.
Me voy a declarar bancarrota. No, es broma.
She's all
me
like,
too.
bueno, pues ya tengo la conexión.
Yeah.
Remove it in 6 months. Vámonos.
Yeah, because I heard
Bankruptcy.
once, I mean, the following year, once you clear your credit and everything, you can start
But that's
credit cards.
yeah, that's crazy, right? Like they could file bankruptcy and then all of a sudden
Next year, all of a
fix it.
sudden,
Yeah,
vámonos
fix
de
it.
compras, vamos a Best Buy.
I mean,
A la Curacao.
Casa leaders and shit.
Yeah.
technically that happens. Eso
Right.
pasa, and that's what we help people with.
Yeah.
Porque todos tenemos a bad times, not everybody has.
The biggest thing you can help people in is learning the good habits, not the bad habits.
Y eso es lo que
Yeah.
le enseñamos a la gente, how to
Right.
manage credit.
How to manage,
'Cause
how to
nobody-
have good habits.
Most people don't know how to manage credit.
See, so you guys technically you guys will be like fitness coaches, right? You a fitness coach tells you got to work out this way, you got to eat this way, you got to do this, you got because a lot of people will pay somebody like yourself to fix their credit, but then they go right back to the same habits
Exactly.
and mess their credit up again.
Exactly. So
All right.
because we have nuestro team tiene a background in finance.
Okay.
We understand finance, right? Because I worked there. I worked in the cars. I worked in business loans.
Yeah, we know you worked in a couple.
No,
yeah, we know. we know.
Remind me about my Dodge.
Yeah.
Y de mi coche.
I like my Tahoe. I'm telling you, I like my Tahoe.
So I can tell people by experience. I can guide them, and that's what we do. We guide them. We teach them good habits and how to manage the credit. Basically, we create a budget for them. Nos sentamos con ellos and we're like, okay, ¿cuánto ganas? Okay. ¿Y cuánto gastas cada vez? Okay. And we create a budget.
Yeah.
And then that's how we help people save money, learn how to manage credit. Y al final, cuando van a comprar el carro, los mejores intereses. ¿Verdad? Mejores intereses. We help them get into a house, right? We are partnered up with a lot of mortgage brokers.
Also, you work with them.
We work with mortgage brokers, and we get the best lenders to get the best interest rates, for these customers of ours.
Damn, so they need to contact you. Shit.
Otra pregunta, es que soy bien preguntona.
No, pregunta.
Dale.
Pregunta.
Do
Ya
it,
se me
do it.
olvidó.
Bueno, yo tengo
No.
una
que
pregunta.
la
Sí
shit.
tengo.
I'm just messing with
Go for it. Una preguntona.
O sea, no, empieza tú, vale.
No.
No, ya.
Dale.
Anyways,
Dale.
Elias, si no va a preguntar
Dale.
mi friend,
Pregunta.
deja decirte, bueno, más bien preguntarte. No nomás trabajas con personals, también trabajas con business credits, ¿que no?
Business credit. también.
Yes.
So de esto me metí last year. I got into business credit.
Okay.
So cada negocio tiene su propio business credit, ¿verdad? And mostly small businesses no saben cómo subir el crédito.
O empezar con crédito.
Cómo empezar crédito
Yes,
business
in a
credit.
business, right.
Yeah. So when you open your own business, you can actually qualify for business credit cards. You can even qualify for business loans. And this will help you build business credit.
¿Through the EIN or through
Yeah.
your own social?
Depending on what kind of business. If it's
Okay.
LLC, sole proprietorship.
¿Eso tiene que ver con el negocio? O sea, que la diferencia
No,
depende del
just
negocio.
what you need, ¿verdad?
So if it's an LLC and they want to apply for something, like what exactly do they need?
They need a business bank account. So primeramente, you need a business bank account. I know a lot of people that open small businesses and still use a personal bank account.
Yes.
Yeah, ¿verdad?
Yep.
You don't do that. You open a business checking account. ¿Verdad? It can be with the major banks. US Bank is a good bank
Yes.
to open a business.
Right. They don't charge you.
No te cobran.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I have for my business US Bank.
Same here.
No me cobran. I have my money in there.
Ahí era mi pregunta.
A ver.
Ay,
¿Ya
del
ves?
cobro.
Ya le llegó.
No, sí me acordé, pero lo dije, pobrecito, es que es el guapo de la casa y tenemos que
I have
jalarlo.
one question the whole day.
Dale.
That's it.
Sí, literal. No, ya en serio, o sea, como si la gente quiere, porque me imagino que mucha gente no tiene o no pueden pagar para arreglar su crédito.
Sí.
Y mucha gente se detiene porque dices, ay, no, pues no puedo pagarlo. O sea,
Use
es
your
muy
credit card.
caro. No, es que no. Es muy caro arreglar, o sea,
It's
es
muy caro. You can start with $100 a month.
a month.
Damn.
Yeah.
$100 towards a
¿Cuánto?
good credit.
We help people.
What?
Yeah, really.
All right, so we gotta mess up the credit and $100 a month to get you right back on track. Vámonos.
Pero en cuánto tiempo, o sea, depende del crédito de la persona.
Depende cómo pagues.
Depende de la deuda, ¿no?
Depende de lo que tengas. I have a
Yeah.
client that I worked on his file for 15 months.
Wow.
Porque tenía over 100,000 de collections.
Caso
And
madre.
that was a really bad file, you know. And actually, I didn't want to work it because I was telling him, like, look, you might just have to file bankruptcy because, pero no quería. So we started, and it took 15 months to get
Would've been
collections
faster.
off. You know, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
told him. But he didn't want it. So after 15 months, his credit went from like 450, 460 up to 700.
What?
And we helped him,
Serious?
yeah.
Damn.
But again, everyone's different depending on what you have.
Right.
Wow.
Again, some people, and I'll tell this to everybody, some people, you don't need credit repair. You just need a budget and put extra money on the credit card.
You're like,
That's it.
what they do es paguen, hijos. de la ch- Paguen, es todo, güey.
Do you do debt
No,
stacking?
güey.
The debt stacking when you help them?
The
Debt stacking.
debt stacking,
Uh-huh.
like in credit cards,
Right. On all the credit cards and all that.
like debt consolidation.
Right. Well, not debt consolidation. Debt stacking. I mean, you're
Ah,
paying.
brother, what are you talking about? What,
There-
that's,
Sí,
órale,
como
a ver,
que
explica,
explícamelo.
explica.
Well,
Explícamelo.
I
Well,
mean,
here-
if you have multiple credit cards,
Yeah.
you have to figure out, okay, this one has so much credit, you owe so much on it, you have a car payment, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of pay one off first as you're paying the others. Don't
Oh,
pay
yes.
like
Yes.
more on this one and more on this one. You just put mostly on one of them, pay it off, and then
Yes.
that money you use for the next and the next and the next.
Yes.
Right.
Realistically, it doesn't matter too much, like
Right.
where you start. But just for like
Right.
some people's peace of mind, we started with the smaller balances.
Okay.
Because it's little
Get
victories,
rid of
right?
it. Mm.
Poquito. You paid 400 here, you paid off, good job. And people like that. People like to feel like, okay, I'm doing a good job. And that's what I've noticed. People are more consistent
Right.
when they see results. And if they pay one
Yeah,
credit
that's
card
true.
off, their credit will jump. And then that's okay, good. And then every month we have a plan until we pay off the next card, and then the next card, and then the next card.
O
This
sea
a-
que trabajan por tarjetas de crédito, o sea, una por una.
Sí, sí, tienen la deuda, sí. If it's just debt, por decir, si no son colecciones, pero nomás son puro
Ah, ya,
deuda que
ya.
deben, yes.
That's the budgeting.
Yeah, that's the budgeting, and we help them.
There's
with
a
that.
credit card question there. Let's jump into it. It says, if you have a credit card and you want to stop using it, do you cancel it? Will it hurt the credit?
Oh, yes. Don't cancel your credit cards. Don't ever cancel your credit cards because just like what we said
History.
earlier,
Yeah.
history.
Yes.
If you close a credit card, then it's going to drop your credit history and it will drop your points. This is similar to when you pay off your car, you pay off a loan, your credit does dip because an account is closed.
Wow.
So your credit history takes a dip. So you never want to close a credit card. You can cut it, ¿verdad? Porque mucha gente dice, pues yo no lo quiero usar, I don't want temptation. Cut it, don't use it, pero leave it open.
So what do? They close the account for you?
Eso es lo que
No.
yo hago.
You can use it once a quarter. If you use it once every 3 months, they won't close it. Go put gas on it, and that's it. Keep it revolving.
Eso es lo que yo hago, o sea, como las que ya no uso las dejo abiertas y nada más las aguardo.
Si no las cierres, yeah. If you
No, no las
close-
cierro, no las cierro.
Yeah, if you close any type of credit, it drops your credit score.
See, that's crazy. See, the whole thing back in the day que nos decían, paga todo.
Todo, yeah.
Agarra todo, paga todo tu desmadre, paga, and then you pay it, and all of a sudden it's
No
affecting
wonder
you,
I
and you're freaking, you're getting back credit because you're paying things off.
I know wonder I have a
No,
300
man.
score.
No, 150.
I paid everything off.
Pago, sí. It'd be like, sí,
That's
güey,
why.
por eso
Por
tenemos,
eso,
por eso tenemos
por eso.
300 que pagamos todo, güey.
Por
Todos
eso.
los biles se pagan.
Hey, I
Por
think-
eso tenemos 300.
And it's a calculation, yeah. But you want to get more credit. Now this is where a lot of people might get confused. You need more credit. You need at least, my opinion, about $50,000 in credit available to you. In order for your credit to be strong enough for that purchase, like that house, because that's what the lender's going to see. So ahora, yesterday, el sábado, a friend of mine me dijo, oh, my credit's good. It's 750. Le dije, oh, sí. Le dije, how many credit cards do you have? Me dijo, I have 2. What's the limit? 500 cada uno. Le dije, el ejemplo es, you have a big house, 750, pero adentro, el foundation, y no hay nada.
No está seguro, no está firme.
Yeah. So
está hueco.
Yeah, está hueco.
Se puede derrumbar.
Exactly. So when a bank sees that, they don't care about the number. Even though you have 750, pero what's backing up that 750? Only 2 credit cards? Combine 1,000? Yeah, no. They won't approve you. And if they do, because I've seen this, they will give you high interest. Because you are considered high risk.
Super high risk.
So, damn. So,
Yeah.
all right. So we hear it here. So everybody paying attention out there, everybody listening. So obviously having good credit is a good thing.
Yes.
But it's not necessarily about the credit.
Not the number.
It's about how much money you're pretty much playing with.
How much credit you have available to you.
Yeah, they want to know
Damn,
if
so-
you can't make the payment, use your
So
credit
you have
card.
a 640, but you have, I don't know, $60,000 available to you. You have an 800 FICO, but you have 2,000. That 640 I'll beat that 800 as an example.
In some cases,
Yeah.
yes. In some cases. Ahora, el ejemplo que yo doy es if you have an 800 credit score and I have a 700, but your credit limit is only 1,000 and my credit limit is 100,000, the bank will give me right away the rate. Right away, they'll be like, oh, yeah, this guy is trustworthy. Porque, and it goes back to trust. Te pueden confiar. You haven't messed up $100,000 of credit. You no has gastado mal. But you've used it responsibly.
You had a few late payments, but that's all right.
Yeah, I mean,
You got
this is where if you have a few late payments in the past,
right.
No pasa nada,
Pero
no es algo como de qué preocuparse.
si tienes mucho credit available to you and you have for the most part a good credit history, and right now your credit utilization, this is important, below 10%, yeah, no importa. They'll give you the best rates.
That's sick. Be like, you have $100, but you can only use 10. I'm more than
$10
In other words, you're screwed on that one. Be like, no, you don't have money. You don't have money.
So let me
So no Colombia money?
let me explain what that means.
I guess not.
Sí, por favor, explícanos. Porque
No Colombia money.
No Colombia money, guys. Let me explain what that means. Porque you might hear this, like even if you open Credit Karma, it'll say don't use more than 30% of your credit.
Yeah.
Pero mucha gente no sabe lo que es. So what does that mean? So I'm gonna use a simple example. If you have one credit card, no más, and it's $1,000, you want to stay within 10% when the billing cycle closes. So within the month, porque it takes about 30 days sometimes. Within 30 days, you can max out that card. Pero when the billing cycle closes, so you have to look at your statement. Y va a haber una fecha. When that billing cycle closes, you want to pay it off a day before the cycle closes. Don't use the credit card for 3 to 4 days. Let it close, and that's what's going to be reported to the credit bureaus. And this is where most people get confused, because they say, let me wait till my due date to make my payment. But if you wait till your due date to make your payment, the cycle already closed.
Yeah.
Usually it closes 2 to 3 days before.
De la fecha de vencimiento.
See, and they don't understand that. Like, there's a lot of people that don't get that. No, esta madre es una ciencia.
Y por eso le digo a la gente, it's a class, like that's what we teach. We teach people how to manage credit. Y pero qué significa eso, mucha gente no sabe. They just think it's either pay everything on time, you could do that, but your credit will report. If you maxed it out and the billing cycle closes today, and your due date is tomorrow, well, you pay it tomorrow, but ya cerró el cycle de este mes, ya cerró ayer, and that's what they're going to report to the credits. Eddie maxed out the credit card. Even though you paid it the day after, it gets reported only once a month to the credit. So a lot of people don't know that. Only once a month is your debt or your credit reported to the credit bureaus.
Awesome.
And you need to make sure that you either pay it off or pay off 90% of the credit limit a day before that billing cycle closes.
Right.
Qué complicado.
Dude, this is this.
Perdón.
Pinches, eso se volvió una ciencia. We came with like credit repair, like, bro, we're trying to get information on how to fix a credit. Now we need like freaking, we need a class. We need to go to the university.
O sea, no estamos aprendiendo bastante. Como
Yeah,
yo
no.
tenía bastantes dudas y ahorita ya me las aclaraste,
Sí.
pero igual es sea como que
Y
qué
por-
complicado,
sí,
¿no?
and-
Es todo
and for that
esto.
reason, I tell people, like, people can work on their credit on their own,
Es cuando necesitan a gente
Cuando
como
necesitan
él.
just to guide you.
Yeah.
No
Just to
solo para que les ayuden, para que los guíen, para que mejoren su crédito,
crédito,
para que
ya.
puedan recuperar ese... ¿Qué tenías? ¿Un tajo?
Ya, Tajo, los que tenía,
¿Qué tenías? ¿Un Durango?
Challenger?
I had you get on Dodge Charger.
See, that's like the number one of the
Dodge
taxes,
Charger.
right?
No,
That-
no,
that's-
no.
yeah,
no, it wasn't even a Charger. It was a Dodge. It was a small one. It was
Agarró
a
el
Dodge.
refund, y fue y se lo.
To get that
Sí,
charge.
no,
When
you're
no at a
welcome.
25% interest.
aren't
No,
Don't you do taxes for a living?
that was
You
back
should-
in the day.
You should
fool.
know. You should know that you can't spend that money on a car. What the hell?
That was before I learned how to do taxes. Fool.
Leemos los comentarios
Back
de
in
la
the
gente.
Oh, we can read a few.
Hay unas preguntas ahí.
He goes, always, yeah. So it says Gladys, of course. Always the challenger. They gave them a challenge. You see? That's what we're talking about.
Good.
Pinche, you know.
Neta.
Hollow or Bass. Much love, my brother.
So how,
Yeah.
how you doing, brother?
Let's go, Hollow or Bass. Hey, man, we appreciate you a lot, brother. We really do.
Dice
All right.
que te necesita, ¿eh?
All right, well,
Yes,
are we
conexión
reading
tiene-
it or are we just
conexión-
commenting?
Número, por favor. Diles a la
Conexión
gente
Media
dónde te pueden
Digital.
conectar.
Yeah.
¿Dónde
Algo de
pueden
conexión.
contactar?
Read it or commenting? What are we doing?
Hola, chicos. Buenas noches. Saludos from Conexión. Yes, next one is what? Chat Plank.
That's the question I
87%.
asked.
Oh,
If you have
yeah.
a credit card.
And then Hollow Bass. Hey, St. John, give me the number.
Yeah.
I want to use them.
Yeah.
Bro, he's about to get your credit up to like 850. He got you.
From 300 to 800.
Which credit cards are best to have? Is
Yeah.
there any specific ones?
Yes. So, well, to build your credit, no. But for you personally, yes. So there's different levels of credit.
No.
Okay? You're a beginner. If you're a beginner, the only cards that will approve you are beginning cards. And the best beginning cards is Discover, Discover It, and Capital One. Capital One and Discover It have the best cards for beginners. They will approve you, especially if you're a student. So if you're a student, I highly recommend you guys to go to Discover It, student credit card, or Capital One, student credit card. You will get approved right away.
Speaking of students,
Yeah.
I heard that parents with a good credit score. Talk to us about that.
There you go. I
Yes.
was going to get into that too.
All right.
So this, I actually
Es
just
que te leí la
talked,
mente.
I talked to an old boss of mine recently, and we were talking, and he said, "What advice do you give me?" Yeah, he has a 16-year-old, and I said, "The best thing you can do for your son is add him to 3 of your credit cards, because by the time
Piggy bank.
by the time he turns 18, your credit history, he will basically turn 18 with a 750 credit score."
Bam!
Yeah, this is true, guys.
Hit
So
that diamond button.
if you have kids. If you have kids and you have good credit, this is actually more important. Make sure that those credit cards are in good standing. If you have good credit and those credit cards are in good standing, make sure you add your children as authorized users.
Authorized
Okay.
users.
So by the time they turn 18,
And don't let them use the credit card.
well, let them use it.
Sí, por favor, no.
No, you let them use it, forget about it. Be like,
Have good
10,000
credit.
max. Be like, look what I got, Dad, look what I
A mí
got.
me dieron el otro día, hice unas compras, me fui de compras, pobre.
Lo bueno,
Take the credit card away from her.
lo bueno es que you can put a limit. Capital One te deja. If I add you as an authorized user, I can say, pero ¿sabes qué? I want to limit how much you spend. Y nomás...
$25?
Nomás $25.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, guys, this is...
You ought to consider reading because these ones get interesting, bro. Hey, Jacob, much love, brother. God damn.
Yeah.
We need to check these girls' credit scores before coming on the DNR. So if you're coming to the DNR, you have to have a 750 and above.
Yeah, I know, right?
Damn.
Can't be talking about no relationships with no
Hey, Gladys, you
400
check the
credit score.
He said check their credit score before going on DNR. I'm telling you, you know the drill. You got to do your taxes right, and you got to have a 750. Jesus
750
Christ.
above.
How bad does inflation?
I actually...
How bad does inflation affect your credit score? It gives you on a negative 15 inflation. Damn.
I actually know somebody that went out on a date. He went out on a date with the girl. It's a true story. He went out on a date with the girl,
I want to hear this one, I swear.
and the girl said, how's your credit?
What?
Y el muchacho,
I would have been like,
this is true story.
What? No.
It gets better. It gets better.
275.
So the girl says, how's your credit? Because I want to make sure your finances are good. And the guy was thrown back. He's like, yeah.
¿Qué onda? ¿Por qué me preguntó por
Y
mi
le dice,
crédito?
no, he said, okay, I get it. Because she's like, I want to make sure that, you know, you're financially responsible the way I am. That's how I see my partner. They have to be responsible like me. And,
En su primera cita.
En la primera cita.
Ay, no.
Y el muchacho le dice, okay,
Pues sí.
that's okay, that's fair.
hey, as long as she's got a good credit.
And he's like,
Y que lo tenga bien mal.
and he says, what gym membership do you have?
I'm mosquero. I love it.
Do you go to the gym? Because I want to make sure that my partner is as fit
Damn.
as I am.
Oh, ñe,
Ahí
ñe.
valió madre.
De todo ni quería comer.
The Boys and Girls Club. Vámonos. El parque en la noche. Pero no me vean. Damn. No, but that's a hell of a
Es una
counter.
historia real.
Yeah.
Historia real.
Good.
¿Conocido?
I
¿Tuyo?
like it.
¿En serio pues sucede esas cosas?
Pero ahorita,
I'm sure
I
it
heard
does.
now,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it
I
does.
heard now more and more people are like, you know, they want to know just your finances. Like,
Para mi próxima cita lo primero que voy a preguntar qué tal está su crédito.
No, porque luego te van a preguntar cuál es tu gym membership. Dile ni cómo.
I'll go back to that one, dude. Fucking
sí,
Jacob,
no,
you're on a good one, bro. How bad does inflation affect your credit score? Damn. I had to, bro. Jacob, I know, but I had to.
Bang, bang, bang,
Bang,
bang.
That affects you very bad.
Very.
Very bad. You get a negative credit. Yes, brother, I read it. I had to. Jesus
Gives me a
Christ.
350. Right. So what else do you have for
You can count with your body count? So he's going back at the question.
Oh,
I'm done. I'm out.
No, ya.
ahí va a morir. He might be on the.
Hey, Jacob, we about to get him on your podcast too.
Sí, por favor.
Part two.
Hey, no,
No, de hecho, quiere tu
so
información.
on the
No
DNR.
sé para qué, pero quiere tu información.
No,
Jacob.
it's because you got to run the credit for DNR. You're trying to get these girls up on the DNR. We got to run the credit. Make sure they have a 750 going in, and then we have to have the tax specialist up in the house. Make sure they're making over 150. I'm just saying.
Make sure they don't know Uncle Sam's some money.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. I can check that real quick.
Be like, he's gonna check their credit score, and then we're gonna get somebody to check the gym memberships.
Ándale.
Everything's gonna.
Most
and then
important
it's gonna be
part.
like no, and then we go into. You can count it with a body count. Yeah. Once you get that body count, it kind of evens everything out. Jesus.
Pero por
Like,
lo
drop that
pronto,
credit.
dile a nuestra gente allá en casitas dónde te pueden contactar, donde toda tu información.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
almost-
Yes, let's do
Porque
it.
me
Let's do
imagino
it.
que eres una persona
See,
muy...
and let us know any other things that they can do to start fixing their credit or something that for the future, like for their
So-
kids, anything that's going to benefit them.
Yeah, so just summarize. You want to look at your credit because you don't know where you're at, right? You might look at
Your
Credit
credit.
Karma and you might just see a number, but most
Right.
people don't know how to read their credit. You want to look for collections, late payments. If you have late payments, if you on your own want to take care of it, there's two things you can do. You can either try to look for an inaccuracy in that late payment. You can see, was it reported wrong? Was the amount reported wrong?
Okay.
And then you can try to ask the creditor. So this, I do know, Capital One is really good in removing late payments. I have the email of the CEO of Capital One, and we personally email him, and then his team gets back to us.
Okay.
And
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His brother's got pull.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And that's how we work. We have a list of like the CEOs, and we reach out. It's not always guaranteed, but I would say 90% of the time they'll reverse the late payment right away on the spot. So
Damn.
you want to work on not having late payments, pay everything on time, and bring down your credit utilization. And for your kids, add them now. If you haven't, add them as authorized user to good credit cards. that have good history.
You gotta put on messed up credit cards with fucking late payments.
Don't do that. That's gonna mess up his credit.
Tengo una pregunta antes de todo, perdón.
Sí.
O sea, por ejemplo, si la gente no tiene el dinero como para hacer el pago, ¿hay manera de que se puedan arreglar con el banco o con los de la tarjeta de crédito para que su crédito no se arruine?
They do stop it. Sí lo pueden parar el interés, pero they have to close it. So it'll hurt your credit.
Either way.
They'll
O
close.
sea, no importa qué es.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Either
want
you
to.
pay it or pay it.
Yeah. So por decir, si no tienes dinero, because this happens a lot, right?
Sí, o sea, hay mucha gente que en serio, de veras pasa mucho allá afuera.
Mira,
Hay mucha gente que de verdad no tiene el dinero como para hacer.
Speaking in all honesty, this is where budget comes in. Like, no more Starbucks, no more McDonald's.
No more
Nomás
Netflix.
Damn,
no,
look-
o sea, nomás
look-
café,
look at
no
him, look at
menciones
him.
nombres.
The moment you said that, like-
no menciones nombres como que me la tiraste directo
Mira.
así.
No tierra
O sea,
mía.
en serio está.
Cuando tú
Mira,
dices-
No
mira,
tierra
así
mía.
para los tres, mira.
No,
No
mira,
menciones
mira.
nombres.
Oh, yeah.
O sea, no coffee, no
No,
coffee.
no, no café de
De ningún lado, o sea, si directo te fuiste con guante blanco para los 4 o 5
No,
años.
no. I buy my Nescafe at home. I make it at home.
Hey,
Así
hey.
que para
Ay,
mí.
él es el
There's a
inteligente aquí.
Yo le
Instant coffee.
Hay un dicho, the truth hurts.
Yeah, it
No,
does.
pero siempre la honestidad. No importa, la honestidad. La honestidad.
Don't-
Thank you.
don't lunch out and
Honesty,
about.
Honesty.
But no,
Thank
like
you.
in all honesty, this is a true story también. There is a doctor that needed help with his credit. And this man was making $280,000 his first year. Second year, almost $350,000. Third year was indebted, making like almost $400,000. He came to part of our partnerships and he just said, I cannot, like, I can't afford, like, my debt is too high, my credit's at 500. We checked his credit. He had maxed out all his credit cards, ¿verdad? And we were like, well, where's all your money? You're making $400,000 a year.
Pero es que entre más tienes más
So then,
gastos.
and then that's what we did, the famous budget. Nos sentamos con él, y es un doctor este señor.
Yeah.
Nos sentamos con él, and we went one by one. Like, okay, how much is your mortgage? $7,000. Okay, $7,000. And how much is your car payments? $1,000. Okay, $1,000. ¿Y cuánto gastas en insurance? We broke down all his expenses. And we're like, that's the problem. You literally, todo lo que ganas, lo gastas. You find a way to spend it.
Damn.
Claro.
That's
And you
the
find a
thing.
way- and you
Los
will-
cafecitos
you will-
salen caros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we
Ay.
found. That
See, but look, it's true what he says. Is no more taking outside. Moving forward, you got to bring them to the house so they can get coffee at home.
So
Yeah.
Qué inteligente.
Yeah,
It's true
smart, my brother. Smart, I tell you.
that- Yeah, it's
Pero
true
igual
that-
sí pudieron ayudarlo.
Oh, sí, le ayudamos. Este muchacho.
Mi gente, aquí tienen a la persona correcta
Yes.
para que
Se
puedan
ayudan
arreglar
todos.
su crédito y puedan hacer la compra de su
de
casa.
lo que quiera.
Your house, your
Su
car,
coche,
your
sí.
loan, your
Yeah.
anything you want.
so there's hope for everyone.
Everyone has hope.
Within a year, they can have their credit.
Except you, brother. Except you. There's no hope for
Eddie,
you.
I don't know.
There's no hope for 300
Ay, no,
points.
no desespero.
And my dark bag.
negative 75. No
Ok,
hope.
dinos tus redes sociales,
please.
dónde te
Sí.
pueden contactar.
Hey, most important, tell us why you over all these credit repair people.
Beautiful question.
Yes.
So, I think Mario brought it up earlier. Might have been Mario or one of the team members brought it up. Credit repair companies te ayudan, ¿verdad? They'll help you remove items. And there's a customer on Sunday, that called me and he says, hey, can you help me? I went to this credit. Le dije, hey, it looks like somebody started something, pero no acabó. And me dijo, yeah, I went with this company that's big. Y they helped me once. Y de allí, they haven't answered my calls back. So there's credit companies out there that will promise you 100% results. I won't promise you 100% results. Because remember what I said in the beginning? 80% chance, right? Because there's an 80% chance of error in your credit. So I tell people, there's an 80% chance that we'll clean up everything. But it doesn't mean that it's 100%. So I'm truthful,
Transparent.
transparent,
Right.
Claro.
and I tell people.
Muy importante.
Lo más importante es I help them to manage their credit moving forward. No es nomás, okay, aquí está.
Solo
dale.
mejorarlo, ¿no?
No nomás es mejorarlo, les enseñamos, los educamos. ¿Cómo usar el
Que
crédito?
para eso estás aquí.
Para educar a la gente.
Nos educaste. O sea, literal con golpes y todo, pero sí nos
Sí.
educaste.
Ni me
Una
dolió.
madriza.
A ti no, a mí sí. Oh.
And this
Side
is the
chicks
tip of
get
the iceberg, guys.
McDonald's.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But again, yeah, everybody has hope. You know, everybody has an opportunity to fix their
A
credit.
nuestra gente,
You can be,
diles allá.
you can be 60 years old, filed bankruptcy 3 times, been divorced 2 times, let's say 3 times, and you still have hope to become a wealthy person within a year or 2 by making good credit decisions at that time.
Nice.
Amen to that.
Give me your info.
Yeah.
Danos
Push out the info,
información.
brother.
So my IG is Mr. MR dot underscore credit. So Mr. dot underscore credit.
So
En
Mr. Credit.
En español, MR punto underscore credit.
Guión
La
bajo.
liñita.
La
Guión bajo.
Yeah, guión bajo.
Bien bajito.
Credit.
There
Yeah.
you go,
Credit.
that's it. Mr.
Híjole,
underscore credit.
Okay.
aprendimos demasiado mucho de ti y pues como todo tiene un final,
Yes.
la hora se nos fue como
No.
que así,
Yes,
como
Yes.
agua.
But this is I mean, this information, before we go out, I mean, this information that everybody needs to have, so they do need to reach out to you. They do need to get that information directly. This is just an hour. We can't share everything with them. Glad we share something,
Yes.
right? But now that opens your eyes. You want to start 2026 strong. You want to start 2026 with the
Right.
bang. You
Arregla tu crédito
Yes.
con
Yeah, let us know.
Mr. Credit.
I say, guys, if you're really interested in bringing Mr. Elias back, send us a DM. Let us know that you want us to bring him back so he could give us more info, and we'll have him here, right?
I'll be here.
See?
Yeah. So we'll have all this going, guys. So
¿Y tu
again,
número de teléfono no lo puedes compartir aquí?
Yeah.
Your business.
Sí,
My
o
business
sea,
number.
tu
I'm a-
business, no,
I'm a
claro,
business.
obvio.
Va a poner el personal,
negocio,
ahorita no,
¿para qué
olvídate.
personal?
y todo lo que lo van a reconocer, van a decir que el Atajo, que el Challenger,
No,
que el
hombre, si te van a
Charger.
decir, ay, no, no.
Este fue el que llegaba de la Curazao allá. ¿No? ¿O de qué dijeron? ¿Rena Center? ¿Qué dijeron? ¿Rena Center? Yeah, no, de Rena Center y no, olvídate.
Hey, I've heard people repoing TVs, right? They'll come and
God damn. I need my TV back, man.
Wait until the football game's over.
You come back at 5, please. The game's gonna be done.
Danos tu número
El número para llamar
de negocio, ¿eh?
de negocio, 818-527-6736.
All right, we'll repeat that number again in English.
It's 818-527-6736. You can text me, you can call me. This is my business line. I'm always there to help. And again, we're here to be transparent. And I'll tell you the truth. We will tell you what we can do for
Muy
you.
importante.
And if the first thing is a goal, like why do you want to fix your credit? Right?
Yeah, fix it
There's
credit.
3 main things. You either want to buy a car, a house, or you want to rent an apartment. You need credit for all those 3, even for an apartment. There's one thing that I know for time's sake, guys. There's one thing that is going to be changing in credit. There's a big thing I want to bring up, and that is how you use your bank account. So now credit bureaus are going to be able to look at your spending habits.
Jeez.
This is true. This is true. I think I sent Eddie the
Estamos tan
link.
efectivos
I
con
said,
los
No more Chinese
Like
food for me.
yeah, so you want to,
Stop it para mí.
more than ever, you want to, actually, I noticed this year, porque I use credit to do business ventures. So if I need $30,000 for an investment, I don't use my personal money. I'll grab a loan at 10%, I'll invest it, and then I'll get a return that usually is double, triple that. But I never use my own money, I always use debt.
Smart.
Once you know how to use debt,
Eso lo
Sí,
acabo de
me ayuda.
escuchar hace
Sí,
como
this-
un mes que un amigo me
yes.
recomendó y me dijo, ¿sabes qué? De ahora en adelante la tarjeta de crédito.
but if you have to, but again, double-edged sword.
Yeah.
You have to know how to use it. So I
And pay back.
Yeah, I understood the change in how lenders see you, because when COVID started in 2021, I started my business. I got a $15,000 credit, 15,000 cash loan. Me lo dieron, 10% interest. It was, at the time it was good. And then I paid it off in 3 months. I said, lo regresé. I made some money from that. And then I got 20,000 in 2022. And then I got 50,000 in 2024. There are no questions. But this year, I wanted 40,000, and they denied it. And I said, that's weird. I have a good track record with this bank. It was Discover. And I said, ¿qué cambió? So I waited 30 days. Maybe I'm like, maybe I put something wrong. But at 30 days, I applied again, and again denied. And that's when I found out this year that the credit bureaus for certain loans are gonna start tracking your bank account activity. And my bank account just moves money in and out, in and out. So it might end the month at 0 because I have 4 bank accounts. They don't know, right? So just moving forward, guys, have a good budget and make sure you use your money wisely.
Damn.
Sean
Right.
inteligentes, como en qué gastan su dinerito.
Yeah. So
Amen
it
to
was
that.
a pleasure having you, brother. It really was. A lot of information, a lot of got to joke around a little bit, mess around a little bit, but it's definitely information that needs to be had. Conversations that we don't like having, but we need to have. So thank you
Yeah.
very much for coming.
Muchas
There's
gracias.
hope for you guys to fix them
Yes,
credit.
there is hope.
Por
So
enseñarnos.
And
gotta
then
come
invest
boy out
money.
here.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, no, thank you for
Thank
being
you,
here.
yes.
Thank you.
Well, once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us today. It was a pleasure
That was
being right here with Mr.
hour.
Credit y todo el grupo acá, Los Locos. But yes, thank you very much for being here. Catch you guys next Monday, 7 o'clock. Much love. Have an amazing day. Catch you up on the next one, guys. We out.
See you guys.